Love can be tricky, especially when someone tries to hide their true feelings. Sometimes a person may be deeply in love with you but is too shy, scared, or unsure to admit it. Instead of saying it outright, their emotions show up in small, subtle ways, through their actions, their body language, and even their mood. But how do you tell if someone secretly loves you? The answer lies in the little details that most people overlook. When a guy has strong feelings for you, he might not always put them into words, but his behavior around you will speak louder than anything he could say. He might steal glances at you when he thinks you're not looking, find excuses to be around you, or remember tiny details about you that even you forgot mentioning. You might notice that his mood changes based on how you treat him, or that his friends tease him about you because they've already noticed what he tries to hide. One of the biggest giveaways is how much effort he puts into making you happy. If a guy goes out of his way to make you smile, listens to you attentively, or supports you even when you don't ask for it, chances are his feelings for you run much deeper than simple friendship. Love often reveals itself in the quietest moments, when he subtly mirrors your body language, when he gets jealous but tries to hide it, or when he remembers something small and brings it up weeks later. In today's digital world, even his social media behavior can be a clue. If he likes or comments on your old posts, watches all your stories, or reacts to everything you share, he's definitely paying more attention than he lets on. Even if he doesn't openly express his feelings, these small, consistent actions show that you hold a special place in his heart. The truth is, when someone loves you, they can't completely hide it. Their emotions will always find a way to surface, whether through their words, their actions, or the way they look at you when they think you aren't paying attention. If you've ever wondered whether someone secretly has feelings for you, these 12 signs will help you find the answer. Get ready to dive into the subtle yet powerful clues that reveal hidden love. If you notice most of these signs in a guy you know, chances are his heart already belongs to you. He's just waiting for the right moment to let you know. 1. He steals glances at you when he thinks you're not looking. When someone secretly loves you, they can't help but steal glances at you when they think you're not looking. It's an unconscious habit that reveals deep emotions. Their eyes naturally find their way to you, whether you're in a group setting, walking past, or simply focused on something else. They might quickly look away if you catch them, pretending to be busy or distracted. This is a sign of admiration, curiosity, and a desire to be close to you without making it too obvious. People who are secretly in love often can't resist watching the person they have feelings for. It's not just about attraction, it's about fascination. They observe how you talk, laugh, and interact with others, wishing they could be a bigger part of your life. Their gaze lingers for a few extra seconds, filled with emotions they might not yet be ready to express. Sometimes they might even smile to themselves after looking at you, lost in their own thoughts. You may notice this happening repeatedly. If you find someone always in your line of sight or catching them looking at you multiple times in a day, it's not a coincidence. They might use any excuse to glance at you, adjusting their position, pretending to check something nearby, or even using their phone as a cover. These stolen glances are their way of feeling connected to you without the risk of being too direct. Their eyes reveal what their words might be hiding. Love, especially when unspoken, often finds a way to express itself through body language. If someone frequently steals glances at you, it's a strong sign that you hold a special place in their heart, even if they haven't admitted it yet. 2. He remembers small details about you that others forget. When someone secretly loves you, they pay close attention to the little things that others overlook. It's not just about remembering your birthday or favorite color. It's about recalling the small, seemingly insignificant details that even you might forget mentioning. This could be the way you like your coffee, the name of your childhood pet, or how you always get nervous before a big presentation. These details may seem minor, but to someone who loves you in secret, they hold great importance. They don't just listen when you talk, they absorb everything. While others might only remember the big moments, this person will recall the tiny preferences, habits, and random facts you've shared in passing. You might casually mention your love for a specific book or movie, and weeks later, they'll bring it up in conversation or even surprise you with something related to it. This isn't just a coincidence, it's their way of showing they care. Their memory of these small things reflects how much attention they give to you. Maybe you once said that you prefer the window seat while traveling, and the next time you go somewhere together, they make sure you get it. Perhaps you mentioned a song you love, and later, you catch them playing it when you're around. These subtle actions reveal their feelings, even if they never say it out loud. When someone values you deeply, they naturally hold on to the little things that make you who you are. They don't need reminders because their heart is already tuned to your world. If someone consistently remembers details about you that others forget, it's a clear sign that you mean much more to them than they're willing to admit. 3. He gets nervous or shy around you. When someone secretly loves you, their body language and behavior around you often change. One of the biggest signs is nervousness or shyness. Even if they are confident around others, you might notice them becoming awkward, fidgety, or quiet when you're nearby. This happens because they care deeply about how they appear in front of you and don't want to mess up or say the wrong thing. Their nervousness can show in different ways. Some people might start stuttering, forgetting their words, or laughing at things that aren't even funny. Others might avoid eye contact, look down, or play with their hands, clothes, or objects like a pen or phone. Their body language can be a giveaway. Crossed arms, shifting from foot to foot, or even blushing when you talk to them. These are all signs that your presence affects them more than they want to admit. Sometimes, nervousness can also lead to unusual behavior. A normally talkative person might suddenly become quiet around you, struggling to find the right words. On the other hand, someone who is usually reserved might start talking too much or making silly jokes just to fill the silence. Either way, their reactions are different from how they behave around others, which means you make them feel something special. Their shyness or nervousness isn't a sign of disinterest. It's the opposite. It shows that they see you as someone important, someone they don't want to make a bad impression on. If you notice someone acting this way around you often, there's a good chance they secretly have strong feelings for you but just don't know how to express them yet. 4. He finds excuses to be near you or start conversations. When someone secretly loves you, they will look for any excuse to be near you or start a conversation. Even if they don't have a clear reason, they'll find subtle ways to place themselves in your space, hoping to get your attention. It's not always obvious. They might pretend to need help with something simple, ask random questions, or casually bump into you in places they know you'll be. You might notice that they sit next to you whenever possible, even in a group setting, or that they suddenly start showing interest in things you like just to have something to talk about. For example, if you mention a TV show you love, they might bring it up later and ask for your opinion, even if they weren't interested in it before. If you talk about a favorite coffee shop, They might casually suggest going there together sometime. These little moments aren't random. They are intentional efforts to be close to you. Their conversations with you might also feel different from how they talk to others. They will engage more, ask deeper questions, and seem genuinely interested in your thoughts and opinions. Unlike casual small talk, they'll remember details from previous conversations and bring them up later, showing that they truly listen and care. Even their body language might reveal their intentions. They may lean in when you speak, make more eye contact, or mirror your gestures unconsciously. These are all subconscious ways of creating a connection. If someone frequently finds reasons to be around you and starts conversations, it's not just a coincidence. It's a strong sign that they secretly cherish your presence and want to build something deeper with you. 5. He supports you in everything, even without being asked. When someone secretly loves you, they become your silent supporter, always standing by your side, even when you don't ask for help. Their support isn't just about big things. It's in the little moments where they go out of their way to make your life easier, encourage you, or cheer you on. They genuinely want to see you succeed and be happy, even if they don't openly express their feelings. You might notice them always being the first to congratulate you on your achievements, no matter how small. If you're nervous about a test, presentation, or big decision, they'll reassure you, reminding you of your strengths. Even if you doubt yourself, they'll believe in you and push you forward. Their support is consistent, not just when it's convenient for them. They also help you without you having to ask. Maybe you casually mention that you have a lot on your plate, and suddenly they're offering to assist you or lighten your load in any way they can. If you're feeling down, they find ways to lift your mood. Whether it's with words of encouragement, a thoughtful gesture, or just being there when you need someone to talk to. They notice when you need support, even before you say it out loud. Even in difficult times, they don't walk away. When things aren't going well for you, they stick around, offering comfort, advice, or simply a listening ear. This is different from casual friendships. Their support comes from a deeper place of care and admiration. If someone is always there for you, cheering for you in the background, and helping you without expecting anything in return, chances are their feelings for you run deeper than they let on. 6. He subtly mirrors your body language. When someone secretly loves you, they subconsciously start mirroring your body language without even realizing it. This happens because we naturally mimic the gestures, posture, and expressions of people we feel connected to. It's a psychological sign of attraction and deep interest, showing that they are in sync with you on an emotional level. You might notice that when you lean forward, they do the same. If you cross your arms, a few moments later, they might do it too. Even the way you sit, the way you hold your drink, or the way you nod your head during a conversation. These small actions often get unconsciously copied by someone who has strong feelings for you. It's their body's way of building a connection, making you feel comfortable around them. Mirroring can also be seen in speech patterns and expressions. If you tend to use a specific phrase or certain types of words often, they might start saying them too. If you laugh in a certain way, they may begin to match your energy and tone. Even the speed and rhythm of their speech can adjust to match yours, making conversations feel more natural and effortless. One of the biggest signs of mirroring is how they react to your emotions. If you seem happy and excited, they will reflect that energy, smiling and being upbeat. If you're feeling low, they might unconsciously lower their tone and become more empathetic, matching your mood. Since mirroring is an unconscious behavior, People don't do it on purpose. It just happens when they genuinely like someone. If you notice a person consistently mirroring your body language and mannerisms, it's a strong sign that they feel a deep, unspoken connection with you. 7. He gets jealous when you talk about other guys. When someone secretly loves you, they may try to hide their feelings, but jealousy often gives them away. Even if they haven't confessed their love, their reaction when you mention other guys speaks volumes. They might not openly admit it, but small signs of jealousy will show in their body language, tone, and behavior. You may notice a shift in their mood when you talk about another guy, even if it's casual. Their smile might fade, their responses might become shorter, or they may suddenly seem distracted. Some people try to act indifferent, but their body language, like fidgeting, looking away, or clenching their jaw, can reveal their true feelings. Others might make playful or sarcastic comments about the guy you mentioned, trying to hide their jealousy behind humor. Another common sign is when they try to subtly change the subject or downplay the guy you're talking about. They might say things like, "Oh, he doesn't seem like your type," or "Are you sure he's a good guy?" It's their way of discouraging you without making it obvious. Sometimes they might even compare themselves to him, or try to prove that they're better in some way, hoping you'll notice. Some people react by becoming distant. If they suddenly seem less talkative or avoid conversations about your love life, it's because the thought of you with someone else bothers them. On the other hand, they might do the opposite, acting extra confident or flirty to get your attention back on them. Jealousy, especially when unspoken, is a clear sign of deep feelings. If you notice someone reacting differently whenever another guy is mentioned, chances are they secretly wish they were the one you were talking about instead. 8. He goes out of his way to make you smile. When someone secretly loves you, one of their biggest priorities is seeing you happy. They will go out of their way to make you smile, even in the smallest ways, whether it's through jokes, thoughtful gestures, or simply being there when you need them. They find joy in making you feel good. You might notice that they always try to cheer you up when you're having a bad day. If they see you stressed or upset, they'll crack a joke, send a funny meme, or remind you of something positive just to lighten your mood. Even if they aren't naturally funny, they'll still make an effort, whether it's through goofy expressions, playful teasing, or funny stories. Their efforts don't stop at jokes. They might surprise you with small, thoughtful gestures, like bringing you your favorite snack, remembering a random thing you once said you liked, or playing your favorite song when you're around. These little actions show that they pay attention and genuinely care about your happiness. Sometimes their way of making you smile is simply by being present. If they notice you're feeling down, they'll find an excuse to spend time with you, even if it means cancelling their own plans. They'll listen to you vent, offer comforting words, or just be there in silence, making sure you don't feel alone. It's not just about making you laugh. It's about making sure you feel good whenever they're around. If someone constantly puts effort into brightening your day, even when they don't have to, it's a strong sign that they secretly love you and want to be the reason behind your happiness. 9. His friends tease him about you. When someone secretly loves you, their friends often know before you do. Close friends can easily pick up on the way he looks at you, talks about you, or acts differently when you're around. That's why one of the biggest signs of his secret feelings is when his friends start teasing him about you. You might notice his friends smirking, nudging him, or exchanging knowing glances whenever you're nearby. They may drop playful hints, like saying his name in a teasing tone when you walk into the room, or asking him questions about you in a way that makes him flustered. If you're in a group setting and your name comes up, they might laugh, give him a look, or say things like, "Oh, we know how much he likes talking about you." Sometimes his friends might even tease you directly. They could casually ask if you two are dating or joke about how you'd make a cute couple. If you notice them watching his reaction closely after teasing him, they're likely testing his response to see if he admits his feelings. Another sign is when his friends start acting like matchmakers. They might create situations where the two of you spend more time together, encourage him to talk to you, or suddenly disappear when you're both in the same place, giving you time alone. They wouldn't do this unless they knew he had strong feelings for you. If his friends tease him about you and he blushes, smiles, or gets defensive but doesn't deny it, chances are they know something you don't. His reaction will tell you everything. If he gets shy, laughs it off, or avoids eye contact, it's a clear sign that his feelings for you run deeper than just friendship. 10. He likes or comments on your old social media posts. When someone secretly loves you, they can't help but be curious about your life, even your past. One of the biggest digital age signs of hidden feelings is when he likes or comments on your old social media posts. It shows that he's not just casually scrolling. He's actively going through your profile, trying to learn more about you. If you suddenly get a notification that he liked a post from months or even years ago, it means he's been deep diving into your content. Most people don't randomly end up on old posts unless they're really interested in someone. Maybe he stumbled upon an old selfie, a travel memory, or a funny post and couldn't resist engaging with it. Even if he quickly unlikes it after realizing it might seem obvious, the fact that he was there at all is telling. Commenting on an old post takes things a step further. If he drops a playful or nostalgic comment on something from the past, it's his way of sparking a conversation and reminding you that he's paying attention. He might say something like, "Can't believe I missed this post. You look amazing." Or, "This place looks so cool, did you love it?" Anything that keeps the interaction going. Even subtle actions like watching all your old stories, reacting to your memories, or tagging you in things that remind him of you are signs that he's been thinking about you more than he lets on. If he's engaging with your older posts, it means he's been spending time on your profile, getting lost in your pictures and updates, and likely imagining what it would be like to be a bigger part of your life. 11. He listens carefully when you talk and remembers everything. When someone secretly loves you, they don't just hear you, they truly listen. Unlike casual acquaintances, who might forget details of your conversations, he remembers everything you say, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem. This is because he values your words, enjoys learning about you, and wants to make you feel understood. You might casually mention your favorite coffee order, a childhood memory, or a random fact about your daily routine. And weeks or months later, he brings it up. It could be something as simple as remembering that you prefer tea over coffee, or that you love a certain song. He recalls details that even you might have forgotten sharing, showing that he's paying close attention because you genuinely matter to him. His listening skills also show in how he responds. When you talk, he doesn't just nod absent-mindedly. He engages with you, asks follow-up questions, and reacts in a way that proves he's truly present in the moment. He makes you feel heard, whether it's a deep conversation about your dreams or a light-hearted chat about your favorite TV show. Another sign is when he brings up past conversations at unexpected times. If you once mentioned that you had a big event coming up, he'll check in later to ask how it went. If you shared a problem, he'll remember and follow up to see if things got better. These little moments prove that your words stay with him even when the conversation is long over. If someone remembers the small things about you that others forget, it's not just a coincidence. It's a sign of deep, unspoken feelings. His careful attention shows that he cherishes everything about you, even if he hasn't confessed his love yet. 12. His mood changes based on how you treat him. When someone secretly loves you, their emotions become closely tied to how you interact with them. Your words, actions, and even small gestures have the power to affect their mood in ways they might not even realize. If you're warm and friendly, they light up with happiness. But if you seem distant or uninterested, they may suddenly become quiet, withdrawn, or even frustrated. You might notice that when you give him attention, laughing at his jokes, texting him first, or complimenting him, his entire demeanor brightens. He becomes more confident, talkative, and energetic, as if your approval fuels his mood. On the other hand, if you ignore his messages, seem distracted, or focus on someone else, he might become unusually quiet, moody, or even a little jealous. His emotions seem to depend on how he thinks you feel about him. Sometimes his mood shifts subtly. If you seem happy around him, he mirrors your energy, matching your excitement. But if you're upset, he might become concerned, offering comfort or acting more protective. His emotional connection to you runs deep, making him sensitive to any changes in your tone or behavior. Even in group settings, his reactions to you stand out. If you're paying attention to someone else, he may suddenly seem less engaged or even try to win back your focus. If you're upset with him, he may overthink everything, replaying the situation in his head, wondering what he did wrong. If a guy's mood is noticeably influenced by how you treat him, it's a strong sign that he secretly cares about you on a deeper level. His happiness is tied to your presence, showing that his feelings for you go far beyond just friendship.